The spring semester is coming to an end here at the University of Alabama, and graduating seniors are getting ready to get their diplomas. Catch these graduating seniors May 2nd through 3rd at Coleman Coliseum.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Danielle Mullenix. Alabama's men's and women's basketball teams tonight earned high seeds in the NCAA basketball tournament. The men are seeded second. The women are a 5 seed. Now, 2 seeds and 5 seeds do get knocked off. Auburn lost as a 4 seed last year. What gives you so much confidence in this year's Alabama teams? Well, for the past 2 years, Alabama men have rolled on to the Sweet 16, and I think they can do it again this year. As for the women's, this is new for them, and I know they can do it as well. Roll Tide. Thank you, Lavana.
If you're a senior at the University of Alabama, get ready to pop that champagne and throw your confetti because senior festivities are kicking into gear. And while confetti can be fun, not all confettis are made environment friendly. Make sure that your confetti is biodegradable this senior season as you're celebrating, and roll Tide. Welcome back. I'm Danielle Mullenix. Earlier today in Nashville, the 3-seed Alabama basketball team was against the 2-seed Florida Gators in a chance to play in the SEC championship. Now, Florida was looking to make it back to the championship appearances, while Alabama was trying to get back after winning in 2023. First half, 9-6 Alabama. Grant Nelson goes behind the back before finding Chris Youngblood for the 3. Then, midway through the first, 29-27 Alabama. Nelson on the drive, incoming FaceTime call. Nelson with the 2-hand finish for the big man. Very next possession, and Hawk returns the favor with the 1-hand slam. Back and forth we go. Florida took a 2-point lead into the half. Grant Nelson exited late in the first with a knee injury and sadly wouldn't return. Second half, Florida 8-point lead. Clayton with this beautiful outlet and Elijah Martin on the finishing end of it. This is where the momentum in the Bridgestone Arena started to shift. Next play, Clayton to Cogton as he throws it down. Gators by 12 with 15 to play. It was all Florida in the second half. Now, I previously mentioned Nelson's injury. Alabama was ultimately outscored 63-40 after Nelson went out. Clayton led all scorers with 22, and Florida sets a tournament record with 104 points in the 22-point beatdown of the Crimson Tide to advance to the final. Now, the only silver lining for Alabama's basketball team was an extra day of rest before this NCAA tournament, especially for Nelson. In other news, the Board of Trustees for the University of Alabama system has approved a tuition hike. At this week's meeting, they raised undergraduate tuition for both in-state and out-of-state students. Alabama residents will pay a little under 3% more. Out-of-state students will notice an increase of between 3 to 3.5%. The new rates go into effect this fall.
Damage from the weekend storms was widespread across Alabama. 3 people were ultimately killed. Reports of damage were reported in 52 out of 67 counties in the state. Governor Ivey said she was praying for those who lost their lives and for all of the first responders who are doing incredible work in the aftermath of these tornadoes.
It's springtime here at the University of Alabama, and you can be sure to expect a lot of students moving with cars full of moving boxes and treasured items from their dorm rooms and college apartments. Want a moving tip? Get rid of any unused items or clothing and thrift it at a local store near you today. Stay safe, have fun, and most importantly, have a great summer.
And Danielle, does this video show us anything new?
Mary Lou, what is new is how casual the arrest seems. This is early morning outside his off-campus apartment. DeRudy is walking quietly along with about 6 ICE agents. They take him to their vehicles and suddenly drive off. The Department of Homeland Security says DeRudy's student visa was revoked and he was taken into custody because he, quote, posed significant national security concerns. Yet the video shows he was not even placed in handcuffs. DeRudy's attorney says he was not informed of any allegations concerning national security issues.
And Danielle, do you have any explanation about why someone who was a national security concern would not be placed in handcuffs?
Well, Mary Lou, what we do know is that Homeland Security has stated that they did not want to arouse any controversy around this scene. But what we also know is that DeRudy supporters say this is an exaggeration of what has happened recently with him.
Thank you, Danielle.
Some may think of Valentine's Day as a sweet,
Well, the Gorgas House Museum showed it can get a little sour. Gorgas hosted a Valentine's Day event labeled the Vinegar Valentines. Vinegar Valentines is a Victorian tradition where people could proudly hand out hate mail. The event held arts and crafts for attendees and offered Victorian refreshments such as hot tea and cucumber sandwiches. The city of Tuscaloosa and Northport are hosting a treed seedling giveaway in honor of Arbor Week. They will give out more than 2,000 bare root trees and containerized seedlings. The event will be held at Tuscaloosa River Market and Northport City Hall on Saturday, February 15th from 7 a.m. until supplies run out. Experts will be there to offer tree planting tips and advice on proper tree placement. So now we are 9 days away from A-Day, but based on the new format of the spring game, this could be the most game-like setting until August. Alabama's scrimmage ran 115 plays. These are pictures from the workout. DeBoer says all three quarterbacks did great things, but the real takeaway is that he saw in these performances the amazing ability of these newcomers. DeBoer says the freshmen are now acting like seasoned players.
Danielle, what does DeBoer seem the most pleased about?
Well, Sanat, DeBoer seems like he's taken a lot of lessons from his first year on Saban Field and put them into these practices. And with performances from players like Ty Simpson and these new freshmen, I think we're sure to see a promising season this fall.